Today I have with myself, I have Miss Ruth King, who is the financial goddess of the planet when it comes to everything home services and beyond.
First, I want to say thank you to Jen and the rest of the CI Web Group for hosting this webinar. So my thing is always, as Jen has said, my thing has always been businesses that are financially fit. The thing that I would hate to see happen to you this summer is the fact that you're busy and your cash flow is really good and everything else like that. You pay all your bills at the end of the summer and you have nothing left to tide you over through the potentially slower times of the year. So it's not only cash flow, it's profitable cash flow. As you are growing, the cash from one project started the next. And as long as the number of projects are increasing, you never see that little nickel going away. As soon as growth stops, you start seeing the hemorrhaging of cash. So we're in a very similar situation for summer now. It's crazy busy and the cash is very flush. Let's make sure it's profitable cash so that there is something at the end of summer to be able to pay your bills. If you don't know your numbers and you don't look at your P&L and your balance sheet, you will go out of business. What keeps us in business is the fact that we look at our numbers, we make sure we're profitable, and not only cash positive, but actually profitable, so that we can make sure that as we grow profitably, which is, if you don't grow profitably, you're going into a downward spiral, and the more leads you have, the faster, as Jen said, you're going out of business. Financials are all data. You do not have to guess. You don't have to guess. Look at the reports, right? We all waste 10 minutes a day, probably much more than that. If you think you can discount and somebody asks you for a discount, the answer should be, I gave you my best price. If I gave you a discount, that meant that I was overcharging you with the price I gave you. That usually shuts people up. Usually.
Yeah.
That's really a good answer to that question when somebody asks for a discount. The other answer is, well, what do you want me to take out? But the first one really says, okay, if I give you a discount, that meant I overcharged you in the proposal I gave you. The more you know about your business, the more you use your tools, the better off you are going to be, and the more freedom that you will absolutely have, because you know your businesses are headed in the same way. So your business is a tool to achieve your goals. You know, it will give you freedom. It will give you the ability to say, okay, I have a great management team in place. I'm going to Iceland. I'll still do the things I need to do to make sure everything's going the right way by looking at these metrics every single day, every single week, every single month, your marketing reports, your financial reports. If we pulled current assets, which are cash, inventory, accounts receivables, basically, from QuickBooks, it would give us a total current assets thing, and it would just grab it. If one of your bank accounts had a negative number in there on your balance sheet, that's wrong. You can't have negative cash in the bank, and QuickBooks would never pick it up. So by looking at your financial statements and making sure that everything's positive that should be positive and everything's negative that should be negative before you enter the data, you're actually looking at them. You're not relying on a tool and getting lazy. And I'm going to let the CI Web Group people take you through Ruth's rules so that you can see that they are generating more revenue than your break even or your break even plus your profitability. So that makes a very comfortable thing for you for an investment, knowing that your investment is going to pay off because it's generating the revenues that it's supposed to, which is the way we really like it. Okay.